Okay, so this certainly is not what I expected. Charizard Y, whatchamacallit, he brought the Mega Aggron, and he benches Sylveon, which is really interesting. Since there's no Sylveon, what's really preventing the double Dragapult Drampa lead? Not much. I guess I'll bring Slowbro as like a defensive piece, and do I want Empoleon or Rotom in that last slot? Or do I want Incineroar? I'll go Rotom for now, as I kind of like it as a defensive option in case Greninja comes, and we'll roll with this. But I am shocked my opponent didn't bring Sylveon. Like, I thought Sylveon was a must bring into the Dragapult matchup, and I kind of prepped accordingly. So let's see what happens. Bellbolt, you're going your Trick Room build? Why? I have an obvious Trick Room option in my Slowbro. Oh, maybe you're trying to go counter Trick Room. That's possible. Either way, my play is just Light Screen, and I think just Hyper Voice. What's really preventing that? Nothing. Yeah. It's because what are you going to do to counter that, really? I mean, maybe you go your Aggron build, but Aggron's not going to appreciate a Fire Blast from a Mega Drampa. So we're Megang, we're burning our Cloud9, but that's fine. Since you want your Trick Room build, I'm guessing the Aggron came over the Charizard Y. Get our Light Screen off. You know, because defensive utility is good. Focus Blast, interesting, okay. Does 0 as soon as our Light Screen's up, let's go. Huh. Soak. Okay, fair enough, I see what you're doing. You're trying to weaken my Drampa, if you're very nervous about that, but that's fine. That's a 0, which has me a little bit worried. And I didn't see Electromorphous charge, so I don't think you're that. So I'm just gonna fire off darts, and I can protect. You're kind of telegraphing you're gonna attack me. But at the same time, if you go for the Soak, that's actually a little bit worrisome. Yeah, I don't want to risk him soaking the Dragapult to me with being on an Uber back foot. So I'm fine with revealing I brought the Rotom. A big reveal. That's 0. Oh my god, Dragapult's terrible. Jesus. That's way... Okay, so you went for Psyshock on the Pult. Fair enough. But that's gonna do 0, so we have Light Screen up, and you go for the Thunderbolt on the Drampa. So I probably could have protected, but I'm fine with that situation. I'm just gonna go for Darks again, take my damage, and I will Volt Switch on the Oranguru, as I'm a little bit nervous about Trick Room coming out. Even though Trick Room helped hurts him more than it hurts me. But I don't really have a great way to hit that Belly Bolt. I'll just Volt on the Oranguru. It's because even though I could take the chip on the Belly Bolt, I'm not too nervous about that with my Drampa in the back. So we're just going Volt Switch. I'll bring Drampa back out, as you don't really have a great way to hit it. And these darts are slowly racking up some damage. Doesn't quite kill the Oranguru. Does a decent amount to the Belly Bolt though. And Belly Bolt goes for Slack Off. So he's like very defensive Belly Bolt. Trick Room. Okay, that's fine. We have our Trick Room option, so I'm not too nervous about that. How many turns of Light Screen do I have up? 4? About 2 turns. Can you really hit my Dragapult though? Not really, but Dragapult's not doing a whole lot back. So since Dragapult's not doing a whole lot back, I'm going to switch it out, and I'm just going to fire off Hyper Voice, take my kill on the Oranguru. So Slowbro comes out. Hyper Voice comes out. That's a decent amount. I think Dragon Pulse should be able to take out that Belly Bolt. This Belly Bolt goes for Light Screen. Oh, Light Screen, interesting. So are you running a Screen's build? Screen's Trick Room. You're definitely bringing the Aggron down. Yeah, Aggron comes out. Unfortunately, we don't have a... we have Fire Blast, which will hit the Aggron, but... I think for now, attack into the Belly Bolt and... I think Protect on Drampa is... I'm pretty sure you have to attack... you have to attack into my Drampa with like a Body Press. Very surprised the Aggron mode came out against me. It does reveal that I have Protect on Drampa, but that's a fine reveal. I don't mind revealing that too much. So Drampa, sorry, not Drampa, Aggron. This Aggron's going to be a pain to kill. We go for Protect. Do you Body Press into me, or do you go for your Iron defenses? Does a decent amount to that Belly Bolt. Static Crocs, oh my god. That's unfortunate, but fine. So you go for Soak on the Slowbro. It's kind of weird. As you Body Press into the Grandpa. Our Light Screen wears off, but that's fine. I can Hyper... I don't want to lose Drampa though to that Body Press. So I'll double Drampa out into the Dragon Bolt. How many turns of Trick Room do you have up? 2? Yeah, I'll just go Pult on the Drampa slot. I mean, you can call it out and go for an attack, but not really the end of the world if you do. This Dragon Bolt's not the most useful outside of getting up screens. So Belly Bolt gone. And it's 2v4, but this Aggron's very scary. As it goes for the Iron Defense. Okay. Okay, fair enough. Which is actually very scary if it's like Spadef. As that comes out, I will Zen Headbutt into the Venusaur, and... I mean, I can go for... I think Reflect to lower the amount of damage that Aggron's doing. I think this is your last turn of Trick Room. As our Quick Claw triggers, this doesn't really do anything though. Zen Headbutt. Doesn't quite take out the Venusaur, but gets a decent chunk off on it. You go for the Sleep Powder. As Heavy Slam comes out on the Pulse, fair enough. Oh, that kills? Oh, interesting. We do disable the, that though, which is good. You can't Sleep Powder a Paralyzed Mon. So, just gone into Rotom. And I mean, our Slowbro is one of our best ways of hitting that Aggron, unfortunately. But it's also our best way to hit the Venusaur. So I think Shell Sidearm on that, and if I don't know if Thunderbolt will be able to KO a like a more defensive Venusaur variant. And I don't... this is tough. I'm gonna risk seeing how much Thunderbolt does to Venusaur. If I can KO this Venusaur with the Thunderbolt, I'm in a really good spot. I'm pretty sure Trick Room ended recently. Oh wait, you could Protect on Venusaur too. Even though I don't think you will. It's Quick Draw triggers. Hard Blast. It's gonna do a decent amount to that Aggron. Does 0. Oh my god, Aggron's a monster. You're probably attacking into the Rotom slot, but that's fine. Oh my god, that does 0. That is Spadef Venusaur. Please don't. Oh, the Giga Drain comes out. I feel like an idiot for Thunderbolting now. I could have easily prevented that entire situation from happening from just attacking Volt Switching on the Aggron. Please don't have EQ. Please just be body press. So your body press, heavy slam, that's going to do... Why does that do so much? Wait, did you heavy slam? Either way, I think we're going to lose this game 1, but... We have 50% chance of that going off, and... Especially I don't want to make this play. I'm going to protect into the Drampa, hoping the Aggron attacks into me, and hope that the Venusaur, that Quick Draw triggers, and Slowbro can take out Venusaur before it takes out. Quick Draw doesn't trigger. I think we lose then. Yeah, it's because Slowbro goes down. So game 1's going to go to my opponent. Good information. He's like a light screen Trick Room build. I'm definitely gonna bench my whatchamacallit. Bench my Dragapult. Next game is use Dragapult does frustratingly little damage. Body Press is gonna take out my Drampa. He's gonna be slower. Sorry, I'm gonna be slower because I am Trick Room Drampa. Honestly, I may start benching Pulp more often. It's because Darts just does so little damage without a boosting item. Sleep Pattern misses. It doesn't matter though. Body Press just takes me out. So what I learned from that is a very defensive Venusaur. Because Thunderbolt couldn't KO at 27%. I guess it makes sense on a Trick Room build, but still. Okay. Game 1 down. Got good information. If he does go to the Oringo Pharaoh Belly Bolt again, I'm pretty sure our Incineroar can go pretty big. Okay, so we're in game 2. This go around, I'm definitely going to bring the Incineroar. I think Incineroar is fantastic in Tem. The only reason why I didn't last time was I was very nervous about Greninja coming, but now that I think about it, even if the Greninja comes, we do have like a Rotom to keep it in check. So I think Incineroar, Rotom lead, and... who else to bring? I think Trampa comes because Trampa is very valuable, and I think definitely bench a Bolt here. I mean, the Bolt's good for like Reflect and stuff, but it just does 2 pitiful damage. So that last slot between Empoleon or Slowbro. I think I'm going to go with Slowbro just because my Empoleon is max physically offensive, as we had thought Sylveon would come. And mixed physically offensive Empoleon doesn't do a whole lot of work here. So we'll roll with us. I think I have to prevent Light Screen from coming up somehow. So game 2. You lead Greninja Belly Bolt, fair enough. So we lead Incineroar Rotom. I do know there's a chance that the Greninja can be sashed. I also know it's very likely that the Greninja will be, Protect. So since I know it's very likely Greninja will be Protect, I'm actually going to attack into the Belly Bolt. As Greninja very likely will Protect to scout out Fake Out plus Thunderbolt. You don't scout out Fake Out with Greninja. And Static procs again. I'm going to lose Incineroar this turn, and I look like an idiot. I mean, Lumberry triggers, but that reveals my Lum, which is really bad information for him to have. Hydro Pump, and it hits. I feel like a moron. If I could have easily taken out the Greninja there by faking out to it and attacking it, but since I went for the over prediction and predicted Protect, I got kind of cooked. Wait, that's Scarf Greninja. Yeah, that's Scarf Greninja. Okay. That's why you didn't Protect then. Good to know it's Scarfed. So I can go Drampa here, and honestly, with Drampa Rotom on the field, I'm going to double into that Belly Bolt. Actually, if you may swap the Greninja. Definitely Dragon Pulse into that, and Guess I'll Thunderbolt into Grin, but good to note that the Scarf ran, so it can't be Protect. I don't know why you ran Scarf Grin. Grin to stay dead too. I mean, maybe I should have doubled into the Belly Bolt to see that Greninja is like a non-factor. See, it's Hydro again. Does a little bit to Rotom. You're probably gonna Light Screen with your Belly Bolt. As I take out the Greninja, but I am very nervous about what he has in the back. Light Screen comes out. And this Dragon Pulse is going to do 0. It does 0. Screens was a good brang. I probably should have ran Brick Break on my Slowbro. Just we had one physical Slowbro. Charizard comes out. Interesting. I'm fine with doubling into the Zard slot. If the Zard protects good on you, but kind of what we have to play with that in mind. Zard Megas, probably going to Solar Beam into my Rotom slot. You don't know that I'm Scarf Rotom yet, just with your Scarf Gran, so you don't have that information. Drought. Maybe Focus Blast, maybe? Thunderbolt does 0. Yeah, you're Solar Beaming into the Rotom slot. I mean, I could have called it out and went out into the Slowbro, but I think keeping Slowbro healthy is important, especially since he revealed he is not bringing his, he's not bringing his Aggron mode this time. You're definitely going for Soak. Yeah, Soak revealed. I think I'm going to need a Shell Sidearm Quick Draw proc to win this game. If your thing is just doing way too little damage, our Trampa with this Light Screen up. Light Screen, did it end? Light Screen, no, it's up for 3 more turns. I think Protect with Trampa, and I have to attack with Slowbro into the Zard and hope that Quick Draw triggers or we lose. 50-50. Quick Claw procs, so we win the 50-50. Charizard protects. Probably Soaking then. Or Parabolic Charging. Let's see. Soak, okay. Yeah, fair enough. Now your Belly Bolt is in like a God mode position, especially if it's Parabolic Charge. Like, I don't know how I'm going to be able to beat that. I have to Dragon Pulse into that, and I have to hope that Quick Draw can trigger again. It's a 50% chance. But, I don't know. Even if it triggers, it's going to be rough. As Quick Draw doesn't trigger, so we lose this game. If I imagine you're attacking into Slowbro. Yeah, you're attacking Slowbro. Good game. We lose 2-0. A little disappointing. I mean, I feel like if we would have faked out into that Greninja, we would have been in a monster position. I just did not imagine a world where the, whatchamacallit? I didn't imagine a world where the Greninja would stand on Incineroar plus Rotom. I mean, I'm just gonna Hyper Voice. There's no use in extending the game. I should have calmed down on the predictions a bit. I got way too aggressive with the Rotom. With the Incineroar plus Rotom. So Jumper goes down, and we start out the season 500, and see you guys in our next match.